Okay, so we'll hit the record button. Go over here and see we live over here. Oh boy. It says we're live. I'm gonna go to Twitch. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is in the world you guys are currently at. I am Twister Windstalker. Welcome to episode 60. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I think that's it. If not, well, I guess that's not it. Huh. I really didn't think this through, did I? Uh, well, today, once I get this figured out, because I'm having technical issues here. And I guess I should start, you know. I'm not even. Crap. Okay, so I can't even check username. Uh, let's see. Did it not save it? Really? I wonder if that's it. Ah, come on, you mo. Let's see what that does. Oh well, anyway. So the reason I'm having issues getting into Twitch is because I've been upgrading my machinery here. My two Hewitt Packards from Wally World, and yesterday I was feeling froggy and wanted to do a fresh install of Windows on my machine I built 7 years ago, and this is the original hard drive that was in it. It is a ADATA 256 gigabyte SX 900 SSD, and this thing is made out of metal. I don't know if you can hear that. I got it 7 years ago. 256 was a reasonable uh thing 7 years ago for SSDs for me. This is 2.5, and it's supposed to do 6 gigabits a second. But I got down to my last 40 gigs on this thing, and I was like, you know what? I want to upgrade. So I had last Western Digital Blue 500 gigabyte hard drive, SSD. Sorry, SSD. And I decided I wanted to do a fresh install of Windows. So I unplugged this, put the SSD, the Western Digital, in this place. Didn't even. I took I had this thing in its little bracket to make it a full size drive, you know, thing. And then I did the install, and originally it wouldn't do the install. It wouldn't do it. It wouldn't do it. It wouldn't do it. It wouldn't do it. And I had to unplug. Well, I didn't guess I had to, but unplug the DVD drive that's in the computer, and the 2 terabyte drive that I have in the thing. And then it decided that it would wanted to install Windows, and the installation of Windows was easy. I just selected the Windows I had, and then synced it up with my account. And this still has every bit of everything that I had on here for 7 years. It's still on this thing. It still has 40 gigs of space left. And you might be wondering why I didn't just go ahead and transfer the data from there to the 500. The simple answer is even though I had a lot of stuff on it, I just didn't want it. I really just did not want it. So I rebooted without it. Now the only thing I kind of regret not bringing over was NVIDIA's GeForce Experience or whatever it is for the driver upgrade for the I think it's a 780 Ti that I have in this thing. I kind of regret not bringing that over. And I kind of regret not bringing over DaVinci Resolve, even though I have DaVinci Resolve on my Ryzen 5. But apparently, it doesn't play well with the, what is this, the 1050, 1060 Super on this computer, on this machine, on this, because, where is it? Because it is a Ryzen 5 3500 6-core processor, 3.59. I got 16 gigs of RAM in it because I upgraded this one in my Ryzen 3 that I both got from Walmart, because I got the Ryzen 3 because I couldn't get the hold of the Ryzen 5, and I wanted to use the Ryzen 5 for streaming and everything. But since I couldn't get a hold of it, I got the Ryzen 3. And then shortly after I got a hold of the Ryzen 3, I was able to get the Ryzen 5. So I was like, dang it. And they're both now upgraded to 16 gigs of RAM. They're both running home. And I am halfway tempted to eventually upgrade them to Pro versions. Yeah. That's not the graphics card. And I added my second Western Digital Blue 500 gigabytes to the Ryzen 5 for extra storage. I couldn't do it with the Ryzen 3 because the Ryzen 3 has a terabyte hard drive in it that, and then a disk drive. Now, I had thought about, not now, but in the future, since the Ryzen 5 has I think it was a 238. Well, I think it's supposed to be 250, but anyway, whatever. ME drive in it. I thought about upgrading it to either a 500 gigabyte Western Digital Blue, or see about getting a MEE. Wow, that says that there's only 94 gigs free left in it. Huh. Well, I guess I need to see about getting rid of some stuff. I'm not exactly sure what all that is, but okay. Upgrading it to at least 500 gigs. As for the terabyte, I'm thinking about getting away from mechanical drives as hard drives and um, getting like a 500 terabyte Western Digital Blue and putting it in there and then going through the process since I already have the thing to do it and just doing a fresh install of uh, Windows on the thing, which obviously means that all the Hewlett Packard stuff will disappear. I'd have to reinstall everything. I'll have to go through and reinstall Firefox again. But I think it would almost be worth it because it took me 7 years to fill up 200 and what was it, 256, and this is saying 238. I don't know what that temporary files. I could get rid of some temporary files, but I'm thinking about uh doing that just to kind of, well, the 1 terabyte isn't really because I would turn the 1 terabyte into obviously backup storage, and of course obviously I have put my second Western Digital in there, and it it I don't really see anything that really needs to be removed because I did a pretty good job at removing everything. Yeah, well, Streamlabs. Well, not even Streamlabs. But to future proof it, give it more room for everything. My first Western Digital went into the Ubuntu machine because I'm using that as the main drive because I got that machine for $100 as I've previously said, and it only had like 160 gig mechanical drive in it, which is now the backup storage. Because I couldn't get two SSDs to work in that thing for some weird reason. They didn't want to run two SSDs. And I still can't figure it out. And not sure what all that is, but yeah, I guess it's important. And that's that Black Magic stuff. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I got the machines. I upgraded these two to 16 gigs. My 7-year-old computer is finally upgraded to 32 gigs. I put a 500 gigabyte hard drive in it, which going from this compared to the Western Digitals that I got recently, because they're plastic, this thing is actually pretty heavy. I mean, it's like, wow. But yeah, I'm keeping the data on here. I upgraded the thing, and now I even have my thing linked, but for whatever reason, and I'm not exactly sure why, uh, it isn't liking uh, anything I'm doing to try to log into Twitch to make sure I'm good on Twitch. It's crazy. I'm gonna say I'm good on that. And that might be actually, I don't know if that's actually mine or if that is, oh, there it goes. Let's find out if that is my Twitch. Oh, it didn't take it. Well, probably because it isn't liking it very much. Probably because I'm using an old username and it's not digging it the most. Oh, okay. Oh, let's do this then. I thought that was the name. I am thinking about changing the name of the Twitch again. Just because I can. Really? Why is it not taking it? Come on. Is that gonna? I don't get it. It's driving me crazy. Okay, good. I'm just gonna have to take your guys' word for it that it's running good. Oh, it kills me when it does that. So I'm having to go back through and reset everything back up, which is actually a pain in the butt. But I guess that's what you do when you have to do a fresh install on things. And you want to be like cool and everything. I mean, some of the stuff I have saved over the years probably doesn't really need to. What? Well, alrighty then. New device? It ain't a new device. It's an old device. It just seems new because I did a fresh install. Okay. And yeah, okay. Mature. Blah blah blah. All right. Where's my? Wait. What? Oh, went to the wrong one. Isn't that curious? Well, I know that I'm working good. So I've been upgrading the machines. You know what? I'll just bring this back up that way I can actually watch the. Okay, good. Oh, we have some drop frames. Ha! Probably because I've been goofing off over here. Because goofing off is never a good thing. I hope it's this Gmail account right here. Yeah, there we go. This is so annoying. That would be a pain in my account. Are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? You won't let me do it that way, huh? Oh, Lord. Oh, there it goes. Sweet, there it goes. Woohoo! Okay, so yeah, I've upgraded the RAM on here. I've traded out the SSD, put a fresh install of Windows on it, and all that because, well, wait, who am I logged in at? Okay, I'm logged in as me. Why did it? I don't know. Anyway, so there we go. Now I need to plug in my Ryzen 3 machine into the interweb so that it can get uh, updates for Windows because Windows has some updates that I probably should have it insist on upgrading to. Yeah. Okay. That was a horrible thing, man. But yeah. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? And who cares? But okay. So let's focus. I reinstalled Windows on the 7-year-old machine, even though there was nothing wrong with Windows, which is normally why you would reinstall Windows or do a fresh install of Windows if something goes wrong. But I did it because I didn't want to clone my 256 because this has a lot of stuff on it that I just don't really care, and some of the stuff that I had on it didn't want to get off of it for whatever reason. And I no, it sent me a okay, cool. Uh, so I know I want to start it anew, and out of 500 gigs, I wanted it all. You know, I mean, of course, I have to I wanted to. I remember today while I was at work that I wanted to reinstall DaVinci because that's my editing program of choice. Because Roxio, I mean, maybe if I had the 32 gigs, you know, and then the 32 gig upgrade when I said I was going to do it, maybe Roxio would have worked better, maybe not, but I've always had trouble with Roxio, so. And I mean, I've had trouble with DaVinci. Like, DaVinci doesn't seem to like the. I really wish I could find out the the graphics card that's in this thing. I think it's a 1050 or 1060 Super. I haven't kept up with SD cards, graphics cards, in forever, so I don't even really know what they're supposed to be anymore. Pretty sure it's a 1050, 1060 graphics. Oh, I know how I can do this. I can go to GeForce Experience. That will tell me everything I need to know, and then some. And the Ryzen 3, the only has a disk drive and a 1 terabyte mechanical drive. And that's really the only thing that, and it came in stock with 8 gigs of graphics, 8 gigs of RAM, which got upgraded to 16. Oh, 1650 Super. Okay, yeah. NVIDIA's GeForce GTX 1650. Why was I saying 1050? 1650 Super. Which, from what I've seen, is supposed to be a halfway decent graphics card for this machine. Uh, yeah. And this thing says that it's virtual reality ready. Now, my old machine used to tell me that it was virtual reality ready, but now when I go to the GeForce, which I had to re-download on here because obviously I reinstalled it, it tells me it isn't, but it tells me I have a G a GTX 780 Ti, which at the time was one of the best, if not the best, single core processor graphics card of the time. So there's that. And yep, this says it's not virtual reality ready. It used to say that it was. But now it tells me I need to upgrade the graphics card to a GTX 970 or higher. But everything else passes. Wonder what a GTX 970 costs nowadays, or even if you can get it. Is that like one of the newer graphics cards, or is that pretty old graphics card? I don't even know anymore because, like I said, I don't keep up with. Uh, oh wow, look at that! It says $91. Oh, there's a 1050 Ti for $289. That's not the graphics card I was looking for. What? I guess that answers that question. I guess basically, well, here's it on Amazon, and you can get it. Oh, that one says 400. 70. Oh, it's used for $418. Huh. So I take it that that's no longer a. I mean, it's a good graphics card, obviously, but you know, maybe I could bump it up to what I currently have in my little machine right here, and it might be. Of course, the 1650 doesn't like Resolve for whatever reason, from what I've read. I don't know how true that is, but it says it doesn't like Resolve. So, but when I use it, it seems to work fine. So I'm kind of a little confused. And then I also wonder if it's because I only had 8 gigs of RAM in it when I was actually trying to use it. But I think I'm going to make my 7-year-old machine my graphic my editing software, since I mean 16 and 32 shouldn't really make any difference, especially since most of this stuff is 1080. Though I do have that Hero Pro that does 5K or 6K. And then my phone does 4K and 8K. And from what I understand, of course, I don't plan on doing very much shooting in 8K, but from what I understand, 32 is better when you get into the 4Ks, even though I think 16 could technically handle it. So I think that's what I'm basically going to do is just, be like, well, you might be able to handle it, but I'm going to use this machine just in case. Of course, they also said if you get really into it, you probably need to go beyond 32, which none of these machines here can currently do beyond. Uh, well, the two Hewitt Packards can't go beyond 16, and this can't go beyond 32. So, if I really want to get deep into it, I either going to have to build another machine, which my wife almost killed me over the last time I built the machine. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if I said, but I got my computer that's a Hewitt, used to be a Hewitt, well, it's a Hewitt Packard, but it's no longer in a Hewitt Packard case, that my dad's been using for years because they upgraded to an all-in-one computer because I brought my machine home and it no longer connects to the internet. I don't. I don't know if I can just slap like Firefox on it and it will automatically connect to the internet, or try to put Edge on it, or if it's just because the machine is so old, Microsoft just says sorry, but nope. But anyway, the um, power supply went out on it. Fatman and I came over to Greasy's, and Greasy's had a power supply. Okay, so but it wouldn't fit in the original case. So we used a Dremel that I bought from Walmart, a really cheap Dremel. It didn't have enough oomph to cut, so we ended up having to use sheet metal cutters to cut and modify the case to make my old stuff minus the my original power supply fit in that case. And I have the original monitor from the 90s. It has burn in from where Dad kept his card game up and running. So, yeah. And then, and I thought about taking that hard drive out and slapping a Western Digital Blue 500 gigabyte into it and trying to make it a Ubuntu machine. But since that's a Pentium 4 and it's similar to the processor in the Vista machine, which came with 512 RAM in it, 512 RAM in it, and I upgraded, maxed that out, and put a cheap graphics card in it. I think since it's so similar, it's probably not going to work. And of course, now Windows is coming out with Windows 11 after they said that Windows 10 was going to be their last. And I'm pretty sure that these two Hewlett Packard machines are going to be able to be upgraded to Windows 11. My 7-year-old machine over here, I'm not convinced that it actually is going to be able to go. I mean, they're talking about this 2.0 thing that they have to be able to do. And I'm just not convinced that it's going to actually work. Because I have a bad feeling that this is going to be one of those things where it goes the same line as Windows 7 and 8, which this thing started out as either a 7 or 8 machine. I can't remember. And, well, if all else fails, this thing may become a Ubuntu machine. And since this is an i7, I don't know how well it will play with the graphics card, but this thing could be one heck of a Linux machine. So, it could be one heck of one. And the funny thing is when I redid everything, and now I reinstalled everything, Windows is really funny with it. I mean, the way that it has things set up now is like, I don't understand. I really don't. Because on here, the it's set up the way I would think that it should be set up. But then, because it has, the healthy system partition, the actual partition, blah, 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 and the recovery partition. This thing. Didn't do that. Some of it is like, oh, wait, hang on. Did I just fix it? Whoa. It turned it into a dynamic. What is a dynamic? Drive. Wow. I don't know what all that was about. Do I have access to everything to it? I have access to everything in it. But now it's a dynamic instead of a basic, like it says on here. It says basic, but now it's dynamic. What in the bananas is all that about? I don't even know how I did that. I mean, it says it's healthy. It works. Uh, I just don't know what a dynamic thing is. There's a new one on me. I need to find out. Huh. And I can't read that. No. I gotta find what a dynamic volume is. Let's find out what a dynamic volume is, because I'm curious. Okay. Well, okay, there we go. Windows 10. There we go. Basic and dynamic. Okay, so. Oh, so a dynamic has the ability to create multiple disks. I wonder. Hopefully, this doesn't crash my machine. Oh, now it makes that unlock the cache. It made it a new volume? What? How do you go in there? Oh, whatever. I don't know. I give up. I don't. You see, it says basic, and it created a healthy recovery, and you basic, and all that, and this machine just isn't doing it. It's driving me crazy. No. All I wanted to do is not make it a. All I wanted to do is all I wanted to do is figure out how to make this thing see healthy or not, and I can't even get it to do that. See, I never had the problem with this before. When I set up Windows before, it did all this for me. And there it goes. Now I turned it from. It still says dynamic, but it turned the blue that I'm used to. But it still doesn't say whether it's healthy or not. It's just a new volume. I don't understand how that stuff works. I never had these much problems with stuff before. It's like, what? Is there not a way to go in here and make that like the part of the? I guess I have to go into the settings and play with that because I'm pretty sure there's a way to create a thingamajigger. I can't think of the name of it. Recovery type thing on here. And why it didn't do it, I don't actually know, but it should have done it for me. I just I just don't know. I guess I need to just stop messing around with stuff. I think that would be like the best thing to do. Oh boy. I don't understand why I can't see. And then new volume. Okay, so how's that new volume stuff set up on here? Boy, it's been a while since I actually mucked around with this stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the C drive was the only one that actually was named. And then it has a healthy partition and then a recovery partition. And then that's it. It's just basic. That's so weird. And then on here, it says C drive, and then it says new volume drive. I wonder what happens if I delete it. Will it do anything? Goes back to unlocated. Do not assign. NTFS. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See what that does. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway. Well, it says it's new volume, it's healthy, it's whatever. And it looks like it's doing good. I mean, I don't know. Okay, what happens if I delete it? I mean, if I crash the computer, I just go back through the reinstall and just go through this whole thing again. I mean, it ain't that big of a deal. At least to me, it ain't. Formatting. Okay, now we open it. Oh, it deleted everything off of it. Oh, ooh, I lost all those pictures and everything. Oh, wow. Oh well, whatever. I mean, I hate that I lost all those pictures. Wow, I literally just wow. Okay, I mean, yeah, it definitely says it's empty. Oh, well, I mean, I had a buttload of pictures on it and stuff from the past, but in games on it. But you know what? I really just don't really care. I mean, yeah, it kind of, was like one of those things where oh, it went back to basic. Nice. But I'm still wondering why the C drive won't do its thing. Oh, wow. That's crazy. All those games went, all those videos I made went. Um, wow, I lost a lot of stuff when I did that. Wow, that is a lot of stuff just lost. Wow. Ooh. That might not have been such a good idea because my parents' photos from their trip to the Outer Banks just went bye bye. Whoops. Well, I mean, well, I'm sure they don't remember. Yeah, I'm sure they would have one of those. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. My backups. My. That cracks me up. I should be upset about that. I really should, but you know that gives me an ideal. Because instead of putting everything, where are you? To the thumb drive, because I've been meaning to. Oh, I already have it set for. No, wait, yeah, there we go. I'll just put all my downloaded shit onto the D drive and just let it go there. Pff, whatever. I was gonna do it anyway because I was thinking about getting stop using thumb drives anyway. Because as much as I like thumb drives, I think I just like to put it onto the machine and just let it be. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that that happened. To be honest with you, but at the exact same time, uh, well, I mean, whatever. Uh, that is kind of a bummer because I had a lot of stuff that Fat Man sent me over the years that I just can't get back now. Hmm. I'm still disappointed that. Well, what all did I? Okay, I had the backup of the original thing on there, which since I still have this, I guess ain't really that big of a loss. All those pictures. Wow, that is a lot of stuff to lose. Those games, which I don't really care about losing. I'm actually kind of sad. But then again, I mean, this is going to. I still wonder why. You know, I was playing around and now I paid for it. But hey, uh, there's got to be a. Device health and stuff thing on here. Or they used to be. Where you could just go in there and yeah, whatever. I really did think that there was a way to force Windows to do that. Hmm. I really did. Oh well. What is done is done. Oh, I'm such a goof. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to kept those pictures and blah 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 and some of the stuff on there because I think that's where I shoved most of the stuff at and blah 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 blah. Let's see. I honestly think I could get rid of some of this stuff. What's this? Yeah, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. Now that I'm going ahead and putting everything on the E drive like I originally wanted to anyway, and since this is no longer my gaming machine, because where is it? Let's do a quick little format on here because you never know. Close. And then this little beauty right here can go, and then the 2 terabyte hard drive can do everything. I am still disappointed though. Now some of those pictures. Oh well. Yeah, I thought there was a way though. Let's see. I don't want to care about any of that. See, I like how the original pictures that came on the new machines have now seeped over to this machine for whatever reason. Let's see. Speech, don't care. Ink, don't care. Dynastic and feedback. Location. I really did thought there was a way to make it come up with a, make it be like, okay, this is how you do the health and everything. But I guess not. Oh well. I'm pretty sure there is, and I'm just not seeing it. I mean, it's been forever since I've done anything like this, so I absolutely think it's hilarious, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Maybe. How do you get it off of dynamic now? I wonder. Standard disk drive? Yeah, we know that. Can we combine these two now? Because I don't understand why it. Uh, no. Yeah, you go Windows. Tell me something I don't already know. I still can't get over it though. I wonder what happens if, since I'm not currently doing anything important on it, what happens if I just restart this machine? I mean, honestly, it can't really hurt. I mean, I can't believe it. It was originally almost a little over halfway. I keep expecting it to be like, oh, you gotta read and so. Keep imagining it to do that. But nope, it came back. It was actually pretty quick, too. I'm actually kind of surprised. Free up space. Whatever. I don't like the little. Well, I did get rid of a lot of stuff. I had a little bit of stuff to load. I shouldn't have a whole lot of stuff on here to load. Because. See what it does now. It went back to gold. That's just going to drive me absolutely back crazy. Yeah, I knew it was going to tell me that. Because why wouldn't it tell me that? Hmm. Well, that's insane. Well, duh. This device is working properly? No kidding. You don't think. What's this? I really just want to figure that out about that whole. No, I don't really want to do that. That doesn't make no sense. I mean, I just went and it didn't do what it normally did. So I just don't understand. I don't know what rescan disk will do. Let's find out. If it crashes, I'll just go ahead and go back and reinstall. I mean, I haven't really spent that much time doing it, so whatever. Delete it. It just becomes unlock. Blah, 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 blah. And then if I extend, bam, next, finish. There it goes. Now it made it that. So now it incorporates that in it. So now it's just one beautiful little thing. Instead of a little partition thing, it's just one big old drive. I gotta figure that out. I really do have to figure that out. Because it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, you would think. None of that makes sense. Don't care about none of that. Don't care anything about that. Whatever. So how do you Oh, there's recovery. So how do you what if I do that? And a new jack diddly crap. That's hilarious. Well, I mean it did, but it didn't. I wonder if I shrink the volume. Nah, I don't want to do that. I just want to freaking make it, like the recovery and everything. Why is it being so difficult? Let's create a VD. Oh, virtual hard drive. Wouldn't that be the same thing as? I don't know. View all task. Maybe I should go to help. Maybe you can tell me how to make a It doesn't tell me jack diddly doo doo doo. Um, if I can actually learn to spell, I think because usually when I do this, it handles everything by itself, and I don't have to worry about it. But for whatever reason, when Windows made this, it decided that it wasn't going to do it. And really crazily, I have never actually seen Windows do this before, where when you make a fresh install, it doesn't instantly make a recovery partition and everything. Because originally it did it right out the gate, just I did a recovery partition, da 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 da, and now it's like, so I'm kind of, like, whatever. I'm just at a loss here. I just don't understand why it just didn't do that. I mean, you would think that it just would do it. And then if you shrink petition, it doesn't make it. There's got to be a way to do it. I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, it doesn't matter because whatever, if this thing goes haywire, blah, 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 I'm just going to go ahead and be like, well, whatever, and reinstall it again. But even this computer right here, from, oh wow, I'm dropping a lot of frames. I wonder what's going on. Well, it says it's only 7.7 and it's still healthy, so I don't have any flags. So, disk management. Yeah, see, when I go here, it says partition, and I can't do nothing to it. The C drive, I can't do nothing to it. Recovery, it just says help. So it won't. Let's see what it says about. Okay. Okay. Oh, maybe that's why. It says it's online, so that works. And volumes used as many. Well, I don't know. I mean, here, it says it's perfect, blah, 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 but now I can't get it to do it. Uh, I don't know. It's just whatever. I'll try to work on it and figure it out. But I think I'm going to end this. So I'm going to be doing this type of stuff Mondays, Wednesdays, and then do an episode with Hot Wheels on Saturdays. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, it will just be me, this guy right here, and I'll be talking about whatever. Today I got onto the computer stuff, and in front of all of you guys, I became a fool, but whatever, who cares? It's all fun and good. I am kind of disappointed that drive uh, got deleted the way it is, and I lost all those pictures I was supposed to correct from mom and dad and everything and all that, but I guess. What in the heck is all that? Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know what's going on. Okay. According to capacity, legitimacy, according to capacity using leaner. Oh, I don't know what that means. I know it says it's dynamic, and I can't figure out how to get it to go back to go back. Which is getting on my nerves. I just want it to go back to being a simple volume. Hardware, disk drive, sharing. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to be doing this Mondays and Wednesdays, and then Saturdays it will be with Hot Wheels. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this, subscribe, um, and everything. And I'll see you guys Wednesday. I just, I just can't believe I can't get this fixed. It's driving me crazy. See you guys later. Deuces.